Our destination?
25 themes for 2025.
Let's go for a ride.
Welcome to Girls Trip. I am most excited about today's episode because I feel like we're finally getting to talk about the most fun part of planning a bridal shower, which is the theme.
The theme.
Right? That's what, as soon as you hear bridal shower, you're like, well, what's the theme?
It's the most fun. It's easily the most fun part.
It's the most fun, for sure. So we are going to give you some of our favorite ideas that maybe you'll love and be able to use for something down the line. But we also wanted to be mindful of the different types of showers that you may have. I feel like we've primarily talked this week about your like traditional type of shower, but there are a lot of different variations of that, right? So first, I think we'll give some ideas for what we would do for a micro shower. And that's, like 20 people or less, let's say. I'm actually really jealous of people who can do
I was like,
micro weddings, micro showers, because there's so many things that you can't
More
do with
options,
60 people that you can totally do if you have 15, 20 people.
Which are just lifestyles and
It's not
our
our
social
life.
lives. It doesn't lend itself to a micro anything.
Yeah, but I think that there's a lot of room to have fun in these areas. All right, who wants to start? Rebecca?
All right. We're going to go with a cooking class theme.
Love it.
I love this.
So I was doing some research because, again, I don't know what that looks like at all. Never been to really one. Well, I guess I have been to one. But how fun would it be? Again, you have to know the bride. If you brought them to a little venue and you have your class, you don't necessarily have to eat what you made, but that would be fun. But then just have like a little time to, it's almost like a dinner. Like it's less of this showy bridal shower. And it's more of like an intimate time to have fun. Getting to know also everyone, especially if everyone doesn't know each other. I think that would be a really fun. I was like, ooh, I like this.
I mean, you definitely have to eat what you cook.
Okay.
I'm not cooking for 2 hours and then not eating it. So,
well, I'm like, if you're not someone who's into that and you're being forced to go, you're like, will it be something that's here that's actually edible?
I did do one for a friend's bachelorette.
Okay.
Which is like, we didn't all really know each other. And it was my first like formal cooking class like that. And it was great. It was very conducive to everybody's skill level. Like if you feel like I'm not, the kitchen is not for me, there's a lot of like really simple, easy tasks that you can do. It goes by pretty quickly. And then we got to eat some delicious things that we made and go home with recipes. So I think that's great.
Yeah, I think for the micro shower for me, I definitely talked to you about this before. Me for future baby showers, the home shower, being at home. If you can, or if like your mom's home, your parents' home, whatever, like someone's home that just feels so intimate. If you're already having a micro shower and you want that kind of vibe, I think doing that in your own space, and it could be in your own home, or it could be like the home that you grew up in. I don't know. I really hope that there's a way that I can pull that off one day. I would have loved to do that. My sister-in-law, I don't know if this happened. I might be misremembering. So long ago, but we had her bridal shower at her first home. Her husband and my brother, their first home that they were going to be living in, and they had their bridal shower there. I think she may have actually found out that day. God bless you.
Sorry.
We're all fighting colds. I think she may have found out that day that was their house.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know.
What
I
a
have to double
surprise.
check that because again, it was so long ago, but I think it may have all been like
by the
overlapping.
way-
At the time, by the way, like we got you a house and also your bridal shower is happening right now. I may be misremembering, but that's a possibility. So
Wow, that would be that's a surprise.
Maybe don't do that. That may be a lot, but I would love to have something at home, sitting around on our couches.
Very cozy.
Love it.
Very cozy. I was thinking more in, I think, the vein of Rebecca. You actually mentioned this for an activity at a traditional bridal shower.
I think you're going to say my unique venue. My unique venue option.
So yes, there's going to be some overlap here, but I have actually looked into it, and I would love to do a shower at like a florist.
That was my unique venue. That's another. So my two dreams are the home and the flower shop. Those are my two dreams.
Yeah.
And that would be just so gorgeous.
It's just, I mean, it's
fun.
beautiful. Like to start, like
you don't need any
decorations. It is what it is. It's a fun activity that is so fun. The other thing that I had thought of as a backup was if you do have a small enough 15, 20 people, I love the idea of sort of taking over a nail salon for a day.
So fun.
Wow.
And a spa.
Okay.
Ahead of time, like everyone gets to choose. Do you want a manicure or pedicure?
Yep.
And it's kind of staggered. So like you might not have 20 people in there at the same time, but then it's like you get to maybe talk more one-on-one with people throughout the day as they're coming in and out and different appointments. And I think that could just be super fun. Give everyone a little bit of like, save the old chicken parm that's been sitting in that tray for 2 hours and give me a manicure. Like that sounds great.
Love
That
it.
is
Love
fun.
that.
Also, if you want to give me chicken parm too, I'm but
Definitely.
I'm down for that too.
Okay, so we kind of went over your so our next category is unique venues. So a bride that maybe doesn't want the country club or VFW hall or restaurant, but want something a little unique.
But this probably will blend with like the micro showers too, because the reason why we couldn't do a floral shop is because there was just too many women that would have been invited, which again, super blessed by that. But I feel like they overlap a little bit. The reason why unique spaces aren't utilized more often is probably because there's these huge parties that come, right? So you need a hall to do it in. If you have a smaller group of people, take advantage of a unique space like this, I think. So one of my friends told me that they were at a super small shower at a flower shop, and she showed me pictures. I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It was so gorgeous.
Like that's a Pinterest
and you
shower.
don't exactly. And you don't need to have it be your theme. Like flowers does not not. It's just beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful backdrop.
Gorgeous.
All right. Where are you going for a unique venue,
All right.
Rebecca?
I was thinking of Joy in this, and I was like, a bookstore.
I love it.
This would not be for me.
I don't know why you're not thinking about me.
That's
oh my
true,
gosh,
too.
that's so
That's
true.
true.
I was just like Pride and Prejudice.
Offended.
Immediately went there, and I was like, Joy. I don't know why, but 100%.
It's the only book she reads.
See, I would still see you as like we're going like the murder route. Like it would just be, I don't know what we would be doing, but there's no way we'd be at a bookstore.
When Rebecca thinks of me, she thinks of culture. She thinks of Lauren. She thinks of crime.
Crime. So
Cool. Love that for
a
me.
lot of bookstores, I feel like really like cute ones. They have like 2 floors, or they just have like this back space area with all these cool couches. And obviously, again, you can't do this maybe all over the place.
Great option, Rebecca.
And I feel like it would be, you could do maybe, I don't know, little games with like finding the book, like the bride likes to read this book, and then again, they would have to be into reading books. But I think that would be a really cool, background. It would have some fun games if you wanted to. Coffee shop bonus,
Love it.
together. So I thought that would be really cute.
It'd be super
fun
cute.
time.
Love that. Yeah, mine is from an experience. For my friend, she was a very non-traditional bride, and I was her maid of honor. So she doesn't love to be the center of attention, and I knew that just the whole like,
frilly and
and just like very formal setting would not be her vibe. So I wanted to really incorporate her point of view and style as much as possible. And I actually found this place on accident. So I'm sure there's so many places in our communities that we don't even know exist. But my husband and I were actually looking for a place to give or sell records that belonged to my father-in-law. And we stumbled upon this record factory, it was called, which was like a pretty large record shop.
It's a pretty famous shop.
Yeah.
We come to realize.
It's in Dover if you're from New Jersey. And they have connected to it this like really cool lounge space that opens up. It has like a little bit of a stage area. And then it just had this really cool, like vintage rock and roll vibe
That
with
is
all
really,
these
really
different
cool.
couches and chairs and
Perfect.
coffee tables. So it was like very relaxed seating.
Yep.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to have something here one day. It's such a cool space. And then when I found out I was in her wedding, I was like, this is it. Like, this is perfect. So yeah, if you ever come across a gem like that, file it away for when the perfect opportunity presents itself. And just, if you know that's something that the bride will really appreciate and love, don't settle for the average, I guess.
Yeah, I knew you were going to talk about that one. I was like, it's such a, I'm so glad I went to that one too. So I was like, oh, this is so different.
You can picture it. Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah. Okay, so our next category, because I do feel like this happens again because, people are getting married later. They're maybe getting married in their 30s instead of their 20s. So you do have a lot of these situations where you want to have a shower because that's part of the experience and you want your bride to feel special, but maybe they don't have a huge registry or something like that because they've been living on their own for 10 years and they have a lot of that kind of stuff. So I think that there are ways to still have a fun experience, but maybe put more emphasis on something else.
Well, that's the word that kept coming to mind when looking at this like prompt of like, what can we do for our friends who are getting married, who have everything, right? The word experiences kept coming to mind for me. So like, I don't know what that looks like, but like sending them off to do something that they normally wouldn't, maybe pre-marriage or after marriage, that they wouldn't normally do themselves. After marriage might make a little bit more sense, but like something like you have your honeymoon planned, like you're good at home, you have all the stuff. We all chipped in together, and this is going to be like your 6-month anniversary weekend away, and have it space that they can drive to, like have it planned out for them already, so that they can just go do it. Yeah,
that's so
sweet.
fun. So creating an experience just for the two of them.
Correct.
That's cute.
I'm very excited to say mine right now. I'm still like, I saw this idea and I'm not really sure how it would come to fruition, but I was like, yes, a PowerPoint. Now, hear me out. You would have to still have it probably somewhere. But this is how it would go, I would think. You'd pick like maybe your bridal party to do the PowerPoint, or like two people who are comfortable talking, and you do it about like the bride or the groom.
Okay,
so you'd make it again about them.
Okay.
But you don't have to do the games then, or you don't have to like, fun, and you just make this like a fun time because again, it's like not necessarily like a gift opening because you have all the gifts. So it's more about a time just to get to know the bride and groom.
Or what if you have like, you say you have like a 3-hour night hangout, right? With like all your friends or like your family and friends, and like it's 3 hours long, and like the first hour and a half is like all things the bride.
Yes.
And then like the second hour and a half, it's all things the groom. And it's like a quick chat. Like that's like so much chaos, but like so fun though.
Yeah, but you could get like, I feel like so creative.
So
that
creative.
Way. And again, it's just like a fun night. You don't feel the pressure again of, making sure everything is done,
You're celebrating them versus like a shower. Yeah. You're supposed to be showering them with gifts that they need for their new life together. But if they don't need that type of shower, if they just want to be surrounded by people celebrating their future marriage, then it's celebrating them. Yeah. It's showering them with love.
Yeah,
it's different.
Exactly. Exactly. So I was kind of thinking, I guess, in the middle of those, but if you still wanted to gather people together, but didn't necessarily need a new vacuum or dishes or something like that, I kept seeing this idea of stock the bar. Where people bring, alcohol and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that doesn't quite fit like our circle of what we would do. But I was like, you could totally take that idea and do like a stock the pantry or something like that.
Yeah. That's great.
Because we were actually talking off camera a little bit that so few people do a wishing well at showers these days. But there's so many little things that you need. Like, I don't know how, but I could never have enough pairs of scissors ever. I don't know where they go. I really don't. Yeah. But just like, salt and pepper and flour and like that kind of stuff, and giving them things that they'll use, over a period of time. I think that could be a really fun twist on still being able to buy something and make it really cute. I actually had someone gift me one time a like kitchen bouquet. Whoa. Which was so crafty and so cute, but they wrapped it like you would a bouquet of flowers. Okay. But it sort of had like cooking magazines as like the base in the back, and then it had like a spatula and like beautiful towels and all that kind of stuff sticking out of it, and it was such a different idea that I've actually never seen before. Beautiful. Other than that, so I thought that something like that, people can get creative with how you don't just like throw down a bag of flour, although you could, and that would still be helpful.
Yeah.
But that, okay. Next sort of niche category is if you have a bride who either wants to do just something a little bit more chill, casual, not as formal, or wants to do like Jack and Jill, wants to include, you know, their not just their groom, but also have guys come to the shower. I feel like that gets, you know, like most guys don't want to be in like a formal traditional setting for a shower. So I feel like if that's the vibe you want, where you want couples to be there, maybe you want to think outside the box of how you want to do that.
Yeah.
But either way, I wrote down two things. One, I guess I'm just buying into the stereotype that Rebecca's giving me, was a murder mystery.
Yes.
So fun.
We actually did that for my engagement party because it was, you know, everybody family, guys and girls or whatever. So we did a murder mystery for that, which was a lot of fun. And then the other thing was, if you want to do something more casual, maybe like a Love is Brewing type theme where you're just like coffee and dessert. You know, that's something both guys and girls
adorable.
can get behind.
I like that one.
And it's super easy and chill. And maybe it's just like an hour. It doesn't need to be like a whole day affair.
I had a super weird idea for this one.
I love it.
Yes, keep going.
So, okay, so I have a really close friend who this would have worked perfectly if she only had one side of her personality, but she is kind of like a two-person personality where she's super casual, super sporty.
Okay.
But then on the other side is like everything is bedazzled. So we decided to go the bedazzled route for personality. If she only had one personality, I thought it would have been so cool if we did something like this, and it fits into this theme of if we do something casual and something co-ed. You go to like a park and you do like athletic stuff like all day long.
You're doing
like,
obstacle courses.
like shower Olympics.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Like that.
I love
Exactly.
That would be my nightmare, but that's
I
great.
would
Because
love
it's the only thing I
that.
could think of to get the boys
Yeah,
super
involved.
excited too. Get them excited. Yeah. Do some like co-ed
Yeah.
sports and do like big picnic, right? Like that. I think that would be super casual, but super fun.
Really fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mine is based on the time of the year, but I was like, why don't we just throw a pool party?
Yes.
Why not?
Like, we don't need to make this barbecue status. Like, it doesn't need to be that low key, but you have like, you know, a little get together. Again, you can still have some great food. You, again, elevate it maybe so you're not just having burgers and hot dogs, or maybe it's just appetizers or finger foods, you know. But I'm like, that would be a really just fun thing to get everyone together. And then I saw this other one. Again, it doesn't need to be formal, but you have like all the guys dressed in black, all the girls dressed in white. So it's like this cool black and white theme.
I love that.
And again, you don't have to make it as formal, so you don't have to be dresses, but just to kind of have a cute theme.
Or have you seen the videos where like they open the door to the party and like the
yes, all the husbands are dressed in the same shirt.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say the husbands have dressed as their
as
wives,
the
and the
wives.
wives
That
dressed
would
as
be
their
good
husbands.
too.
So funny.
That would
so
be
funny. And all the
hilarious.
husbands are coming in with like their Stanley sunglasses. So
That
fun.
could be fun. You make this like a really like a spoof,
A costume party.
Yeah, a costume party. Yeah.
Costume party. That would be really
With
funny.
no murder involved.
With
in
no
this one
murder, yeah.
specifically.
Oh, fine. Whatever. If you don't want to have that much fun, then don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay, so those are kind of like our niche categories.
Yeah.
But you know, if you are having a more traditional type of shower, there are still a lot of fun themes
So many
that you can do.
themes.
There's so many to choose from. I had a hard time like narrowing down my list. But the first one that popped up that I saw, I was like, this is so cute. Why have I not seen this everywhere? Was Fresh Off the Market.
Oh my God, that's one.
Is
of
that
mine.
in yours?
Yeah. This is gonna be the whole time. Just be like,
Yeah.
yep, that's mine.
I was like, this is
I know, it's adorable.
adorable. And I'm just like
Yep.
picturing like the gingham
Yes.
table covers
So pretty.
and the mason jars and the
Yep.
crates. Like, oh my gosh, you could limitless ideas.
Yeah.
So easy and super adorable.
Yeah.
So, okay, sorry.
That's okay. I will
Took
go
that
on
off
to the next.
number one.
I never thought of this, and again, it doesn't have to be done like during the spring. I feel like you can do this anytime, but it was adorable. It was like a rainy day theme, like April showers bring May flowers. So they had umbrellas and like rain boots with the flowers in them. Like it's not just your traditional floral.
Yeah.
It adds a little cuteness to it, and I was like, that is absolutely adorable. Like
That's
I
cute.
just thought that was
I
really
feel like
cute.
if you're if your shower is in spring or if you're getting married around that time.
Yeah, that would be
like
great.
that's a nice nod to like the time that you're going to be getting married. That's really
love
cute.
that.
I will get remarried for this. Cheese
To the same person or someone do
maybe. Cheese to the bride to be.
Oh, the charcuterie
I love
boards
that.
of our dreams. Yes.
Enough said.
Enough said.
No one who
my
is
gosh.
lactose intolerant can come to this show.
I will say though, the one downside to being that person with the charcuterie boards, I have so many charcuterie boards that have been gifted to me. I love them all.
Yeah.
I love them. My husband's going to kill me.
Yeah.
So
Well,
gonna
obviously,
soon become a weapon.
you're meant to host that shower.
Yeah.
and
Because
I am. Yes.
you'll have the centerpiece for every table already.
Done.
So
that
is perfect.
absolutely adorable.
Okay, I didn't see this anywhere, but I have just always had this idea. I love it. Who knows? Avery, maybe this will be your bridal shower one day. But I like the idea of just making the theme hyper personal to the bride and sort of maybe having every table represent a different part of their personality or phase of their life. I
love that.
Like maybe one table is kind of decorated like for, you know, where they went to college or another table is decorated for like, you know, their favorite hobby. And another one represents like their favorite book or movie or just all things that represent who they are.
Have you watched Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Your Leslie Nope is coming out right
Yes,
now.
it
This
is.
is the type,
Yes,
this is the type of
personalized.
shower that Leslie Nope
Yes.
would
Probably.
make. Oh yeah.
Probably.
This goes along the lines of what I was going, but again, you probably have to like the Sound of Music, but it's like a few of her favorite things. So
yes.
it's like if she likes musicals, you can go that route, but still be like personalized of what she likes.
Yeah.
So I love that.
it's not like one overall theme, and it definitely takes probably more
A little bit more,
effort
yeah.
than a regular theme. But I just think it's a great way to, you know, really let people get to know the bride, especially if they don't know her super well, and just shows, you know, how much you're paying attention to what she likes. So
Yeah, definitely. I had one that we did, and it was she loved tea. So we just did have tea with the bride to be. So it was like a whole just
I love
small
that.
sandwiches.
But you
small-
could do like a tea room too.
Yes,
Like,
well,
you
we
could go
had
to a
like
really
hot
fun-
tables. I forget what they're called. Just so we had like 4 different kettles going with water. So many different types of tea. Again, we didn't. It was like a micro one, so we didn't want it to be super over the top, but very cute, specific. And she loves tea, so I was like, let's just run with this.
That's
theme.
super cute.
Yeah,
I like that.
When you get remarried to
Yeah,
the same
amazing.
person,
Yeah.
we'll be celebrating our Great British Bake Off with
Yes.
Whisked Away.
Oh
my
my
God.
I love this.
I'm not coming.
Wait, can we have a
Baking
challenge?
themed. Of course.
Okay. Yes.
Paul Hollywood will be there. Or it will, or
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
Artie will be dressed up as Paul Hollywood.
Babe,
It's so fun.
please agree to this. Please agree to this.
I like the whisked away,
How adorable is that?
despite the nod to Great British Bake Off, which I cannot
that's
cannot
the best.
condone. But that's really cute.
Okay.
Okay, so you kind of already alluded to this, but I saw this idea of like the Hamptons white party. So I do like the idea where all the guests come dressed in white and then the bride
I
can be
have that
wearing
on mine,
something
yep.
like really bright or floral
Yep.
or something like that. So just a little twist.
I love that.
When we were we were together, right? In Bermuda when we saw the white party.
Oh my gosh, that
Right?
was awesome.
We
That
were
was
eating
awesome.
dinner and we like heard all this noise and music and
This
we're like, what's,
ruckus.
yeah,
What is
we're like what's
happening?
going on? And we turned a corner and they had shut down this whole like very, very long street.
It was incredible.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
Like they had the longest like table. It was like 100 tables, but all lined up as one singular table, and everybody was dressed in white.
That's
and
really,
it was
really
just so
cool.
visually striking.
Striking.
That you're like, I mean, those pictures, if
Yeah.
you have a shower like that, are going to be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Wow. I
So,
love that.
I like that
love
idea.
that. I'm sorry. This is also like going back to my childhood. We eventually need to have, just for the heck of it, a Princess Diaries slumber party.
Oh my gosh.
I want the mattress surfing. I don't know. Listen, and I did this as a child, different ways, but my friend's house had wood stairs, and we would take her gigantic couch cushions and hold on them and slide.
That's a lawsuit waiting
Did
to
we,
happen.
did we get hurt a couple times? But we're still fine.
That's
no
for
broken
the
bones.
that's for the fun, more intimate
I
bridal shower
would
setting. I think.
love something that
No,
would be
that'd be
just
super
so
cute.
fun.
I actually have that. So next week
Okay.
we're talking about bachelorettes, and
That would-
I
okay,
put
it
that
could go
down.
either way.
Yeah.
You could go
Yeah.
either way
But
with
we
that.
haven't talked. Yeah, we haven't talked a lot about like the princess brides, right? Like there's definitely a princess theme in there somewhere for the brides who are just
Yeah.
the
Want
glam,
everything.
the glam girls.
Yes.
I have two options for my now bookstore bridal shower
Yeah.
that you will be and not Lauren that you will be putting for me. So another chapter begins.
Yes.
Super cute and books everywhere, or happily ever after with books
That's
everywhere.
incredibly corny,
I mean,
but
if
love
you
it.
look up the Pinterest ideas for book related
I can't
decor,
even-
it's like
You're throwing
too much.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So much.
But that is, we are very different in that too, where we both do love reading, we love books, but we are
They go
very
in
different.
different
in the
directions,
books
right?
that we love to
The
read.
books we love to read,
Yeah,
yeah.
like you, I mean, I just want things written in the 1700s or the 1800s, and you want like something that was written last week.
Yeah.
Like that's what, we're very different. So, but with that too, when you think of book themes, I feel like they lean of like the vintage old books.
I
right?
still
Yeah.
want that aesthetic.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Wuthering Heights just like depressed me so much when I was 16. I was like, well, I'm done
like,
with
well,
this
we're not going that
garbage.
route.
Join my book club. Book club. Oh, we might
There you
need
go.
to-
That's
There
a
you go.
whole,
Call it also
whole
that.
thing.
whole new thing. Fun.
Okay, so I also wanted to include one that would be, because a lot of these things can get so over the top, the themes.
Yeah.
Which is just not everyone's reality. Sometimes you want a cute theme, but, there's time constraints, there's budget restraints, there's space restraints, whatever. So I saw this one theme that I was like, this is so simple and so cute. It was just Cloud 9 was the theme, like I'm on
Okay.
Cloud 9.
Love that.
And they just kept it really simple, like, lots of white in linens and white flowers, and then like lots of balloons. It was like
very simple, but very
very
effective.
simple, but very effective. And I'm like, that's adorable that you're
love
on
that.
you're on Cloud 9. So I loved that.
Cute.
I feel like we've all come up with a really, really interesting ones that are not,
Yeah.
that are not, I haven't seen them
Yeah.
like around. So
Yeah.
listen, we need to put that in the, I know people are looking for unique themes, so we need to put that in like the tags here, like unique bridal shower themes. Pick one of these and
one of
then
ours.
thank us at the shower.
And then show us a picture.
Yes.
So fun. We hope that these themes are something that you can use. What we're talking about in the beginning. Oh my gosh, we went all over the place.
Yeah, we really did.
Unique
All unique
shower ideas.
shower themes.
All of the themes. So if you want to use them in 2025, or if you happen to be watching this video in 2035, we hope that you can somehow utilize them. Please like if you liked the video, and please subscribe. It goes a long way. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to enjoy the view wherever your ride takes you.